Hello lovely people, this is RobinD and welcome to my first kind of proper video to my gaming channel. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel and now see this video and ask yourself, what is this? I didn't subscribe to this. This channel used to be called Second Nature Pig, and I posted some outtakes of videos from my main channel, which used to be called City Nature Pig and then RobinD here, and I also used to post, well, two of five lyric videos to songs that at the time didn't have any lyric videos on YouTube here, but otherwise didn't really use this channel. And now I have decided to split up my presence into three channels. My main channel, which is called RobinD, or the full name should be RobinD in Vienna, where I'm planning on doing something with or about Vienna as a city and some interesting things that you might want to see. Then there is now my gaming channel, RobinD Gaming. I called it Second Nature Pig Gaming for a short time, but I think I'm now going to stick with RobinD Gaming. This is this channel, and then a third channel where I'm just going to upload all my rambly, unresearched, weird stuff that I'm talking about. Yeah, and so if you don't want to see any of this content, you can unsubscribe and leave. But if you might be interested in some of the things that I get up to playing here, then you can stay subscribed. Also, I'm not going to upload like a video every day or even every week. Once in a while, there might be a short gaming video. Yeah. And today we are playing GeoGuessr. And I'm going to do the Vienna map because, well, I am actually quite good at this map because I live in the city and I do recognize quite a few things, usually. So let's begin. Okay, so we have a taxi right behind us. That is great, Google car. Some advertisement on site, and here some barrier that is protecting the street on this side from this rail line. So we know that here is a rail line and here is a bridge that is actually a quite recognizable bridge. If you are close to the Hauptbahnhof in Vienna, you might have seen this. Here it also says Autoreisezug. This is the bridge where cars can go over to get to the car transport train in Vienna. So this is near the Hauptbahnhof, which is not in the center of Vienna, but here between the 4th and the 10th district. And here around the corner of rails here's den Arsenal, and here is Wien Hauptbahnhof Autoreisezuganlage, where the cars go. And somewhere here is obviously this like bridge. Here is this bridge. So we are a bit further. Let's have a look. Yeah, kind of further north than this bridge, because looking away from the bridge is north. So we are somewhere around here. Now, if you zoom in more, you can also see buildings. And I believe that this building is this long building here. And that then there should be a square building here. Which actually I might be wrong about, because here is a street in which could actually be the Lilienthalgasse, in which case this would be this building. Which means the long building would be somewhere down there. Well, you can see something there. So let's just assume that this is the corner of this building. So then we are pretty much here. Yeah, okay. Now this is not a full 5,000 points, even though I'm just 16 meters away. So you see how difficult it still is here on the Vienna map to get the full 25,000 points. So this is possibly not going to happen right now. So next picture, we have some people walking on the street, and this seems to me like it's a thing coming out of Maria-Hilfer-Straße. I would think this is it. I think this also says Maria-Hilfer-Straße, so we are in a side street of Maria-Hilfer-Straße. Now, one thing in Vienna that can really help you if you play on GeoGuessr, at almost every street there are a lot of street signs that tell you which district and which street it is. Now, the problem is it only shows you the district number, while if you look on to Google, it only tells you the district name. So yeah, that's the thing. But I now know that this is Marie-Hilfer-Straße and here is a Starbucks. So let's actually have a look if we can find this here. If I would actually be at the correct street, which I'm not. Maria-Hilfer-Straße is here. Now here is a Starbucks mapped on this side, inside of Neubaugasse, but this is Maria-Hilfer-Straße and we are in like one of these streets, so it would have to be a Starbucks along Maria-Hilfer-Straße. So when in doubt, as I'm not playing this in any sort of hardcore mode or anything like that, which I could be doing maybe in a upcoming video, but for now I'm just going to be moving around. Let's have a look if we see any address signs, because while there are quite often a lot of street signs, sometimes one or two are missing, and then you would want to look for address signs, which they are not, because those seem to be the back entrance or exits of buildings. Now here we have the garage of Liner, which also doesn't really help me as long as I don't have the address. Parkhaus Elbel doesn't also really not help, but there is an address sign on this house, which will tell us in which side street we are, and this is Karl Schweighofer Gasse. Okay. So I don't actually really know where that would be. I just know it's facing north out of Maria-Hilfer-Straße. So it's somewhere to here. Here it is, and here we now also have the liner, and here's the Starbucks, and our original start was basically the first house just a bit into here, so about here I would think. And this time we were 12 meters out but got 5,000 points, so seemingly the place where you no longer get 5,000 points seems to be somewhere between 12.5 and 16 meters. Okay, but this seems to be a quite good round so far. So, if I just see this, I would say some district, once again, kind of towards the west here. It kind of looks like one of these, but I'm not too sure. So we go to the next street corner where there should usually reliably be street signs. So yes, I wasn't completely off. We are in the 19th district, but I don't actually know those two streets particularly. So it's the Arbesbachgasse and the Leidesdorfgasse. That doesn't necessarily really help me. So hang on, can you get onto this street? No, you can't. Okay. So we're going to go down further this street. Oh, okay, and now we end up on tram rails. So I guess we came out of here then. So this would have to be the rails of either the 37 or the 38. And we are in Billrothstraße, so this means this is the 37, if I'm not completely wrong. That goes up Billrothstraße. If this is it, then it's correct. No. Ah, yeah, right. This one goes up Döblinger Hauptstraße and the 38 goes up Billrothstraße, which is here. And so we are somewhere along, because this is also still Billrothstraße, so somewhere along this street into one of the side streets facing kind of south, so could actually be then part of this here. Now this street only seems to be the 222, but doesn't have a name, which can't be completely correct, but whatever. So basically, if we are facing into this street from, so looking south, it really has to be one of the parts that's kind of going north to south, you would think. But here it already is the Grottenbachstraße, so interesting. So I'm almost at the right place, but not quite. Now the Billrothstraße still goes down here, but then it basically ends here, so there isn't really anything else then that goes down like south, which is weird. Okay, so facing north, or almost north, this is that. So, well, more difficult than I thought. So let's actually go back to the start position and actually go up this street instead of downwards. Or in terms of this, let's go south. And the next corner that we have here is the Karl. Is that's not Marx, that's Mark? What does this say? Karl Marx Gasse, yeah, so it's not Karl Marx, it's Karl Marx apparently. And this is, like, yeah, this seems to be the Karl Marx Hof. Okay. That would have helped me more if it was actually Karl Marx. But okay, so this Leiden something Gasse has to be somewhere close to this street, but it doesn't seem to be anywhere really. Oh, so this part here is still the Billrothstraße, because it does become the Grinzinger Allee then, but okay, so it's here. Here we are. And then this was this like weird thing that you have a bit further down. And we are further south of that then. Is it possible? No. Well, this is the Karl Marx Gasse, and we went south to get there. So yes, we are somewhat closer to this thing. So I'm just going to guess, because here is no building. Here are trees, and then there might be a building here. So we might be about here. That was actually quite difficult now. And yes, that actually was okay. 2.4 meters, that was a good one. But just because I took my time, if I would have just like kind of went quickly there, that wouldn't have really gone well, I think. Once again, tram tracks. Kind of looks quite open, but also one of the more outer districts, I would guess. Now the thing is, this yeah, don't really want to say anything stupid, because yes, this is literally the 21st district, and I would have said either it's the 21st or it's the 23rd, but I was kind of more leaning towards the 21st. But I didn't really recognize the Pragerstraße there instantly. So this is at the corner to Rappgasse, okay, which I roughly kind of maybe know where it is. So this is the Pragerstraße. We seem to be, I mean, are we slightly further up or further down? Now, I don't think we are in this area, but we might be here. Well, no, not that far down, so we are further up. So I just have to look. Here is the Rabgasse, okay. So we're just before that, pretty much. Okay, so there's Sportnahrung. There's an Apotheke, so a pharmacy, and there some other thing. And we are facing north when we look up there, so that's interesting, because it should be like here, but there's like none of the businesses that are mapped on. Ah, okay, yeah, the Fidelius is like actually mapped there, so we are actually here. I guess that would kind of make sense, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was good. And now for the last round. This looks like the 13th or the 23rd district, which are right next to each other, so that is not like, oh, so it's either left or right. No, it's like, yeah, 13th and 23rd kind of merge into each other at some point. And it is the 23rd. Okay, so this is the Margasse, which is crossing the street that we just came out of, which is, no, it is not called Einbahn. That means one way. No, it is the Tribulsgasse. Now, I don't think that I have any chance of finding those two streets if I really look for them. So I'm just going to go down this one here and get to a slightly bigger street, which is called. Do we have a street sign here? No, we just had the street sign for the street we came out of. No problem. Then let's just go around the corner here and have an address here. So this is Heimogasse. Also don't know this one. So we'll go a bit further on down the street. Eventually, these streets either end or merge into a bigger street at some point. So that is then usually a way to then backtrack to where you actually were. So this one has a crossing. And with which street does it cross? This one crosses with the Dreiständegasse. Now I still don't know that. But I could kind of start looking in the area that I think it might be, which is somewhere around here. No, maybe. Oh, here's the Heimogasse. And here's the Dreiständegasse. Okay, so that was actually easier than I thought it would be. So we didn't come out of any of those. So which street did we then go in? So the Heimergasse, we came on to this one facing south, I think. But I don't see any of these streets that we really had there beforehand. I mean, maybe I came from the other side. Ah yes, here is the Tributsgasse and here's the Margasse. So we were somewhere here, I think. So we face north down. So we're somewhere here then. And up is this other street. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 houses on this side further up. So 1, 2, 3. Well, that wouldn't make much sense, would it? Hang on, so facing south. Oh, okay, yeah, so facing south is... No, that's not possible. I think I've just completely lost my bearings. That's a bit weird. So this is actually mapped as the end, but here it goes onto the Heimogasse. Oh yeah, right. That makes more sense. But that would mean we are like here. How is that? Okay, so north. Ah yes, north is this and south is this. Okay, got my bearings wrong a bit. So we are kind of, well, not between two houses, but there are two houses and there might be a third one. So we might be here. Okay. A bit further down. But anyway, I don't think that was a bad run. I mean, yeah, that was actually a quite good one. I had worse. But for now, I'll call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and you'll hear me again soon. Bye bye.